All right, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we are just going to be studying the market. We're going to be looking at some opportunities, specifically within promo cards. It's a really interesting category of cards that I've been personally investing in, and just kind of looking at the market shift. A lot more things happening with promos than standard set cards. Before we jump in, make sure you guys are subscribing. If the subscriber count doesn't go up, I stop uploading. It's just that's the honest truth. So hook your boy up, subscribe, like the video. Here's my website, PokeKingShop.com. Buy something if you want to show some support. Click on our eBay store. It's going to direct you right here. We got a lot of awesome cards. We have a sweet promo running right now. If you click on one of these cards, I think we got a 10% off. 10% off, 3+ codes. Don't forget to use this code at checkout. A lot of good stuff. Stuff is selling out super quick. We do full scans. You can see everything. So yeah, check that out. But back to the video. Here's what we got. Pikachu. This is a fascinating card. I remember back in 2019, I was buying these blisters. This comes out of a blister with, I think, the team up pack. I swear I was buying these for like $6, maybe even less, maybe like $4 or $5 a pack, $4 to $6 a blister pack. Okay. And a moderately played. So I'm saying, like, you open the blister, let's say it's even like bent up. It's got clear wear and tear. $80. That's insane. If you scroll down, near mint's probably going to be on page 4. It's like a $150 card. Yeah. Near mint, $150 to $170 card. It's absolutely crazy. And I'm wondering, hey, why is this promo card so expensive? And I think it's just during that time, nobody had these. Nobody was keeping them in good condition. It was a worthless promo back then. But as time goes on, now this is a 7-year-old card. So it's almost like promos in the moment. For the first, I'm going to say 2 years of their life cycle, they don't really do much. That is a accumulation period where, if anything, unless it's a super good promo, the general rule of thumb is that the prices are falling. Okay. But then as time goes on, as the supply goes down, the prices start to go really, really high. Like near mint right now, TCG has an overall price of $167.50. 3-month snapshot, you don't have too many selling. It says that there's only 15 sales, but I think here we're looking at moderately played. Near mint's probably much higher. I'm not too focused on the numbers here, right? Because when this card came out, it was like a $1 to $2 card. It is now a $170 card. This has virtually beat every single stock from that time period, which is absolutely crazy to think about, just on a multiplier of how much it has gone up. And, let's say you need money instantly in your pocket today. It's a $170 card. I could guarantee you there are 1,000 shops, stores, live streamers, businesses that'll pay you $100 per card right away if you needed money cash in hand today. Another excellent example, it's these really random promo cards that just over time they pop off. Now this is sweet. This is the Mythical Mew, little rainbow holding a flower, 300. Okay, I think that's way off. I think this is like a $150 card. Yeah, 137. Last month, it is down a little bit, but it's anywhere from like the 130, 150 range. Same thing. I remember I was selling this card, PSA 9, for $30, $40. And I think what you're seeing right now is it doesn't even matter what the promo is. As long as the card is like kind of cool, if you give it time, it's going to appreciate. And I know that seems like common sense. Like, yeah, obviously over time cards get expensive, but a lot of people right now in this market are dumping promos. Let's shift focus to something that just came out, not even a crazy popular Pokemon. I think this is the ETB, the Tyra. It should be the ETB promo on perfect order. This is a $2 card. You have almost 700 sellers, a little over 600 here. Past 6 months, down 55%. And its high was a $6 card. It's now a $2 card. Do you not think 5 years from now this is going to be a $10 card? Because I do. I think it's just inevitable. Right now, the only reason that a lot of the new cards are just dropping is because everybody's just dumping them. People want the quick money. They're opening up the ETBs. They're selling out packs. Hey, let's make money off the promos too. We have a ton of the promos, but I don't necessarily know if that's a good idea. I think what you should be doing with promos is accumulating while they're dropping, not trying to undercut on price. Sit and wait, do nothing, check back in a few years, and then and only then sell it. And here's another really good example, going way back. Togepi Southern Islands, near mint, $200 card. And another thing you'll find is as time goes on, there's significantly less listings, only 41 on the market. Obviously here we're looking at damage, so we're not going to look at the market price history, but I just wanted to use this as a quick comparison that, the really, really old cards, as time goes on, the number of sellers continues to go down. And as a result, the prices go up. Let's give you something that's not even too crazy old. This is Tag Team Era, Espeon Deoxys, near mint, $130 card. Here we're looking at light play. And the reason why I'm saying light play is because this is a promo. Sometimes the promos just coming out of the packaging, plastic could pinch down, et cetera, et cetera. I even want to look at light play just to show that it doesn't even matter as much on the condition. As time goes on, if it's a somewhat good promo, even worse condition cards are going to appreciate like crazy. Light play, let's even say that this grade's like a 7 with a professional grading company, still $100. Unfortunately, there is no way to see a longer time history. It's just 1 year is the furthest you could go. But, a year ago today, it was a $65 card. Now it's a $100 card. That's insanely strong and impressive growth. And again, it just goes to show that time in the market, it beats timing the market. And I think one thing that I've noticed is everybody in the market right this second is trying to time when the market's going to crash or when the bull market is. That's such a bad way to go about it. The number one thing you should be doing in this market is being educated, learning as much as you possibly can. And the promos are fascinating because this is exactly where it's the same thing happening time and time again. Here is the tin promo. We're going to look at the Mega Charizard Y. I'm trying to give you guys as many examples and comparables as possible. $7 card. Over the last month, it's still dropping. To this day, it's still dropping, down 20%. 352 sellers. I have hundreds of this card. I literally couldn't care less, In my eyes, this is a $10, $15 card all day, every day. If the market price disagrees, so be it. You don't sell then. You don't sell. People get so hung up on like, hey, that's not the market price. That's not the market price. Like, who cares? It's your card. You could keep it, you could sell it, you could do whatever you want to do with it. If you don't agree with the price, if you personally feel that a card should be valued more, then just don't sell it. I'm not competing against these 352 sellers. You have people undercutting under $5. You take marketplace fees, you take shipping, you take your own time. It's just not even worth selling this card. Past year at an absolute peak, it was a $7 card. Right from the get-go, I felt that it should have been higher. But again, it's brand new. Everybody has it. People are opening the tins. They're trying to sell out the packs, and then whatever's left, they just take out of the promo. But I expand the time horizon a little bit. I say, hey, 5 years from now, when's the next time we're getting Mega Pokemon? I don't know that. But Mega Charizard, well, everybody likes Mega Charizard. Probably going to be a good promo to have in your investment, portfolio. And that's something that you need to look at, is that you kind of need to diversify. And one thing that I've been doing in my own business is mainly I've been doing with sealed product and singles. But recently we saw an explosion in record high prices with like PSA 10 cards and graded cards. Graded cards was an avenue where I missed out. I started selling some of my grails before they really, really hit their peaks. This was a few months back. Multiple cards, $1,000 cards. We're talking $2,000, $5,000 cards, etc., that are now $10,000, $20,000 cards. And had I just waited, I could have capitalized on even stronger gains. And that is one thing I'm doing with kind of these lower end promo cards that are, sub 10, sub 20, sub $30, because those 10, 20, $30 someday could be $100 to $200 cards. And on a percentage scale, it is pretty much identical as a very expensive multi-$1,000 card than being worth tens of thousands of dollars, And also another thing to think about is these are a lot safer, in my opinion. I think buying a multitude of promos, multitude of cards, if you have $1,000, or let me even say it this way, if you have $10,000 right this second, I would feel a lot more confident taking that $10,000 and buying 100 different Pokemon cards, as opposed to just buying one $10,000 card. And that is another big thing that I don't really see anybody talking about, is diversifying within Pokemon. Diversifying, buying old promos, vintage promos, newer promos, etc., and kind of covering all the bases. As long as you believe that the Pokemon market still has room to grow, then you're going to be good to buy whatever. And this precisely happened, I want to say 1 to 2 years back, where vintage was totally dead. Nobody cared about it. I even sold some vintage boxes. I sold a first edition fossil box and a jungle box, I think for $24,000, that now in today's market, it's like 50, 60 grand. Now, obviously I took that money, I reinvested, I bought other stuff, but I don't know if I would have been better just doing nothing and just letting time do its thing. And that's right now what I'm doing with promo cards. So I'm buying up a wide variety, letting time do its thing, and I'm checking back in. I'm not refreshing every week, seeing what's happening to the prices. The number one thing I'm doing right now is just building strong positions, having the cards, because I think ultimately down the line, the people who have the cards are going to win. And it doesn't really matter what price points you buy at today, as long as you are patient and you stay in the hobby, you stay educated with what's happening, you are going to be ahead of 99% of people. If you are interested in getting factory sealed cases, guys, we have a third link in the description below. This is our English wholesale group. It's called our pro group. We have two different tiers. We have starter and elite. If you are spending $5,000 plus, I highly recommend joining elite. You are going to benefit from the discounts on the products. Both of these tiers get access to the exact same kind of thing. the exact same product catalog. The only difference is the price you pay. Some products that are, extremely high demand, everybody pays the same price because I simply don't have enough to go around. But I do have confirmed numbers now for 30th anniversary. I'm going to be receiving a lot, and I'm going to make sure that we are charging under eBay, under secondary market prices. If you are interested, whether an investor, business, whatever you are, you will greatly benefit from this group. Feel free to check out some of our other pallet videos where we unbox 50,000, 100,000. Join the group. There is an application. You do have to answer some questions. Just because you are, submitting an application doesn't mean you're going to be accepted. It is going to ask for your payment information. You do not get charged unless you get accepted. So the only other thing is the second link in the description below is our eBay store. Here's our eBay store. We're running a lot of awesome sales. We have 10% off 3+ cards. We have an entire Japanese catalog. If you go back to our categories here and you select, let's go English Pokemon cards. We have a ton of English Pokemon cards as well. If you're looking to complete sets, anything like that, just by clicking that link. If you buy from us, obviously it directly supports us, but if you just hit this link and you buy from anyone on eBay, it's still going to support the channel. So really appreciate everyone who's been enjoying it. I am trying to get back into the swing of things, uploading more videos for you guys. Feel free to drop in the comments what types of videos you guys want me to make. If there's something specific, a lot of you guys wanted my take on the Destined Rivals reprint, made a video about that. I do read all of your guys' YouTube comments, so if there is something you have that you want me to make a video about, don't hesitate, drop it in the comment. I will make sure to make a video about it. But yeah, that's all I have for this guy. For this, guys, a lot of nice promos, a lot of good opportunity in this market. Keep buying. Those who stay with it and stay the course are going to win. Until the next one.